If you think August in Southern Arizona means hiding inside with the AC cranked until October, I'm about to change your whole summer because August is actually one of the most magical months out here if you know where to go. Cooler mountain escapes, wine country, stormlit skies, and some of the best nights of the whole year. And about halfway through, I'll tell you my absolute favorite August day trip, the one I send everyone on. So stick with me and let's find your August. I'm Meagan Estees, your easy home girl, and I help people fall in love with the life of Southern Arizona, not just the houses. So whether you just moved here or you're thinking about it, here's how the locals actually do August. So let's get right into this. First, the thing that completely surprises newcomers, August is monsoon season and it is spectacular. If you're picturing relentless, dry, 110-degree misery, that's actually more like June. By August, the monsoons have rolled in and it transforms everything. In the afternoons, you get these towering, dramatic thunderstorms building over the mountains and incredible lightning shows. And there's also the smell of rain on creosote, which is a smell that you never forget. And the whole desert turns green. Temperatures actually drop when the storms come through. So one of the best free things to do in August is simply chase a sunset monsoon storm. Grab a spot with a view, the foothills, a scenic pullout, or your own back patio if you bought the right house, and watch the sky put on a show that people travel across the world to see. Just respect the weather, never drive through a flooded wash, and that's a hard rule out here. But experience right, an August monsoon evening is pure Arizona magic. And here's a local tip. The storm tends to build in the afternoon and roll through in the early evening, so plan your outdoor time for the mornings and then find a good perch to watch the show around dinner time. Photographers literally come from all over the world for these skies. The light before and after monsoon storms is unreal. All golds and purples and dramatic clouds. Keep an eye on the radar, respect the lightning, and you've got a spectacle that costs nothing and never gets old. Now, for the move every local makes when they want to escape the heat entirely, you go up. Mount Lemmon, right in Tucson's backyard in the Catalinas. And it sits over 9,000 feet at the top and it runs around 25 to 30 degrees cooler than the valley floor. Let that sink in. When Tucson is at 102, you can be standing in a cool pine forest in Summer Haven in under an hour and a half. It's called the Sky Island Scenic Byway. And as you drive up, you pass through something like 8 different types of life zones, from desert scrub to alpine forest. In August, there's live music too. The Music on the Mountain series runs Sunday afternoons at the Mount Lemmon Lodge, so you can sit in the pines with cool mountain air and listen to the live band. So grab one of those famous giant cookies at the cookie cabin, take a short hike from Marshall Gulch, and just breathe. Mount Lemmon is the single easiest way to feel like you left the Arizona summer behind without actually leaving town. Here's the other secret locals know. In August, you flip your schedule. The daytime belongs to the AC, but the evenings and nights come alive and there's a whole world of after dark events built exactly for this. The Arizona Sonora Desert Museum does cooler nights on Saturday evenings through the summer, where you get to explore the museum after dark and see nocturnal desert wake up like bats, owls, glowing scorpions, the works. It's genuinely magical and way more comfortable than a midday visit. Then there are night markets. The summer night market at the MSA Annex brings out dozens of local vendors, food, art, and crafts against the gorgeous desert sunset backdrop. And this happens a couple evenings a month. And the Mercado District hosts a big last Friday of the month night market with 80 plus vendors where you shop, eat, and hang out under the stars. This is how you actually enjoy August evenings here with good food, local makers, cool air, and community. It's one of my favorite things about summer in this town. And these markets are honestly one of the best ways to get a feel for the community if you're new or thinking about moving here. You meet local makers and small business owners, you taste the food scene, and you see the neighborhoods come alive at night in a way you just don't get to experience during the daytime heat. Bring cash, bring friends, come hungry, and go slow. It's the kind of easygoing, community-first evening that makes people realize they don't just live in Southern Arizona, they actually belong here. Okay, this is the one I promised you. My absolute favorite August day trip is the one, and this is the one that I send everyone on. You head out to Sonoita and Elgin, Arizona's wine country, about an hour southeast of Tucson. And here's why August is perfect for it. Sonoita sits up around 5,000 feet in rolling grasslands, so it's naturally cooler and greener than the low desert, especially with the monsoon rains. The hills turn this gorgeous gold and green that honestly looks more like Tuscany than it does Arizona. And the timing could not be better because on August 1st, Sonoita Vineyards holds their Harvest Fest from 10 to 5 with grape stomping at 1 o'clock. Real, actual grape stomping. There's also live music, food, and wine from Arizona's oldest commercial winery. You spend the day wandering the vineyards, tasting award-winning Arizona wines, and taking in those big grassland views, along with feeling like a genuine getaway, even though you are barely an hour from home. And even if you miss the Harvest Fest, the Sonoita and Elgin tasting rooms are open, and it's the perfect cooler weather escape all month long. This is the day trip that makes people fall in love with living here, and it's one of my top favorites. Of course, some August afternoons the storms roll in or it's just too hot to be out. So let's talk about the good indoor and family options because there are some gems here. On a rainy monsoon evening, the Flandreau Science Center at the University of Arizona does laser light shows. So you have music paired with these vivid project visuals, which is a perfect, cool, easy night out that beats both the heat and the rain. Tucson is also weirdly and wonderfully an ice cream and raspado town because of the heat. So cooling off with a Sonoran raspado at a local spot is practically a civic duty. And for families, you've got great indoor options around town. The museums, the aquarium style attractions, indoor play spots, all the ways to keep local kids happy and cool in the afternoons. The trick to August here is the rhythm. You go out in the mornings and the evenings you take the storms as they come and you keep a couple of great indoor backups in your pocket for the peak heat hours. Do that and August stops being something you endure and it starts being something you absolutely enjoy. So let me pull this all together because here's what I really want you to take away from this. August in Southern Arizona isn't the month to survive. It's a month with its own kind of magic if you live like a local. The desert is green and alive. The monsoon skies are unreal. And the mountains and the wine country are cool, gorgeous escapes just a very short drive away. The nights become alive with markets and after dark adventures. And because it's the off season for tourists, you get all of it with smaller crowds and a slower, sweeter pace. This is actually when I think you see the real Southern Arizona the version the postcards don't show, the green, the stormy, golden grassland version that people who live here quietly love the most. So if you're thinking about moving here and summer is the thing giving you a bit of a pause, I hope this shows you that even August, the month everybody warns you about, has a whole lot to fall in love with. You just have to know how to do it right. And if experiencing a Southern Arizona summer has you thinking this could actually be home, let's talk about where you'd want to land, whether that's a cooler high country spot, a foothills view for storm watching, or acreage out toward wine country. Text me the word guide to 520-980-9880 and I'll send you my Southern Arizona area guide to help you find the perfect fit. No pressure, just real local help. And if this gave you some ideas, subscribe because I show you the real Southern Arizona all year long. Drop a comment because I respond to every single one of them. I'm Meagan Estees, your easy home girl, and I'll definitely see you out there.